Welcome. As you can see by my background, we're getting closer to Christmas. This was Thanksgiving weekend. Uh, did Got some fishing in. Got a video coming up here. The goal of the video was to get my youngest, my daughter Grace, on catfish. I've never taken her catfishing before. I'm very disappointed in myself as a dad. So we were expectant. We were expecting we were going to catch fish. We had all the baits. Spent some time catching some bait for cut bait. We had crawlers, chicken livers. We were ready. The water was going to be, or the weather's nice, beautiful day, lots of sun, hopefully activating fish, and everything was coming together. So we were really expectant. And as I thought about our trip and how it ended up, this morning, as we watched church, actually, COVID-19, church is all back to online. So as we watched church from the warm comfiness of our sweatpants and couch, I thought about expectancy. Our pastor talked about prayer. And I just think about how expectant I am with prayer, that I know that God's going to follow through. I don't always know the timing. I don't always know what that's going to look like. But I trust his plan, and I trust that he listens and he cares. So whenever I pray, that's how I approach prayer, is with expectancy. And I think that's a great connection with how I approach fishing. I've got this expectancy every time I go that I'm prepared, that I've done everything right. I've got backup plans for my backup plans, and sometimes I am humbled. And I think that's probably God putting me in my place a little bit, with keeping my expectancy realistic, that I don't get too prideful in my expectancy with catching fish, that I'm put in my place. And we were put in our place a bit this weekend. So enjoy the video. Hopefully this resonates with you in some way. All right, it is the day after Thanksgiving. It is Black Friday. Phase one of a 2-day plan. Phase one today is catch some small bluegills for cut bait. We're gonna go catfishing tomorrow. It's only like 40 degrees. It is sunny, it is nice, especially for this time of year, but it is chilly. Tomorrow it's supposed to be almost 60, if the weather people are right. So that's the plan. Go catfishing tomorrow. We've got some bait at home, but not cut bait. So we're looking for some small bluegills for cut bait. Have the fly rods with us today. So that's the goal. Catch some fish on Black Friday to catch bigger fish tomorrow. We don't have much time. Hawkeyes play the Cornhuskers. Normally that's where I would say lots of bad things about the Cornhuskers, but we play the Cornhuskers today. I'm going to make it family friendly. We still only have about a half hour to fish before we got to get home. So we're going to see if we can catch some little bluegills. So step one for today, buy bait. We have bait, we want more bait. So trip to Wally World gets us bait, and look at this cool car. Look at that. It's pretty sweet. Okay, off to fish. All right, so we are at our second spot. We've got a spread of 5 rods right now. Looks like Will's getting ready to put his second out. Grace doesn't have her second one out. We've got a combination of cut bait and worms, crawlers. I ran chicken livers also at that first spot. Nothing got bit, but the wind was blowing in there hard.
The waves are crashing in. It was really dirty, a lot of junk in the water. So I wasn't really expecting a lot, and it lived up to my expectations. So this spot's a little calmer. I've fished here before, never really had much luck, but it's kind of out of the wind. Water should be a little warmer back in here because of, no, that might have just been the wind. Sometimes it's hard to tell the wind when your line's out there that far. Sometimes it's hard to tell the wind from something pulling on it, because that wind blows the lines and pulls the rod, and I think that's all that was. That's my more sensitive rod anyway. Yeah, that's just the wind. So anyway, we are going to give this spot a try for a while. It's a nice little spot, like I said, a little shallower, sun shining. Maybe the fish are a little more active back in here. Heck, there may not be any fish here at all, but we're giving it a try. If all else fails, we will move to another spot. We'll give this about 40 minutes, and we'll move on. So report back later.
We're at spot number 3. We haven't had a bite all day, and honestly, we just want to catch something.
All right, so we are done fishing for the day. Sadly. So Grace, how many fish did you catch today?
0.
William, how many fish did you catch today?
Zip.
I also caught 0 fish. We still had a good day. Are you guys still glad you came?
Oh, yes.
Very glad we came. Disappointing, no fish, but man, it was 60 degrees. It is Thanksgiving weekend. It is beautiful. So we took advantage. We're glad. You can't catch them from the couch. Sometimes you can't catch them when you're trying. So that's how it goes. Until next time, God bless you. See you then.